Now, would our children like to come and gather for us at the front? Please be seated, everyone else. Step. Great. Now, my question for you today hopefully isn't too difficult a question. What is your favourite meal?
Ravioli.
Ravioli. Bridget, what about you? Oh, go on.
Ramen. Mac and cheese. Pizza.
Pizza.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
And we've got
Tacos.
tacos. Now, go on.
Spicy tacos.
Spicy tacos. We've got some sophisticated tastes here. Cohen as well.
Tacos.
Lots of people like tacos. And I wonder, who makes your food for you? Who makes your food for you? Now,
My dad.
your dad. Now I wonder, the people from Pizza Hut, do you know their names? You don't know their names. Do you think they use any salt in their cooking? Maybe. Well, I think Pizza Hut might use a little bit of salt in their cooking. Now, what do you think changes when you put salt in your food? Go on.
It's gross.
It's gross. Well, what happens if you don't put any salt in?
It tastes good, and if you put salt in ramen, it just tastes...
Oh, well, I think you might notice if there wasn't any. Go on, Lewis.
It's not salty.
It's not salty. And when you put salt in, if you've got chicken, for example, and you put a bit of salt in, does it still taste of chicken? Yes. So the salt doesn't change it into something else, does it? The idea is that salt is supposed to make it taste even more like the thing it is. So if you've got some chicken and you put just a bit of salt in, if you put all of this salt in, you would ruin it, wouldn't you? But if you put just a bit of salt in, it's supposed to taste a bit more chickeny. It brings out the flavour. Does that make sense? So it doesn't actually change, it doesn't change chicken into something else, but it makes it taste even more chickeny. Does that make sense? Well, I'm telling you what it's supposed to do. These sermons can always go wrong if you have different answers.
Some foods already taste bad when they're expired. You don't want to put...
No, you don't want expired food at all. But just in case you can't hear what they're saying, you might wonder why I'm talking about expired food. They're trying to throw me off. Go on.
You definitely don't want to put too much salt in ice cream because it tastes horrible.
No. Well, yeah, do you know, when I was little, I was only allowed 1 spoon of sugar on my cornflakes. And I came home, just listen. We're having a detailed conversation here. It's very serious. When I was little, I was allowed 1 spoon of sugar on my cornflakes. And I came down very, very early one morning to get my cornflakes. And I thought, I'm going to have 2 big tablespoons of sugar because my mummy's in bed and can't see how much sugar I'm putting on. And I put 2 big tablespoons on, and I started eating it, but I hadn't put sugar on, I had put salt on. But I thought, because I've put too much on, I've got to eat all of it. And I was really, really sick. So yeah, if you put too much on, it doesn't work. But just a little bit can make whatever food we're having taste even more like it's supposed to taste, really. And Jesus says to his followers today, you are the salt of the earth. It's a funny thing to say, isn't it? It's a funny thing to say. What do you think he might mean by that? What would it mean for us to be salt for the whole world? Lewis?
We're part of Earth.
We're a part of the earth, yeah. That's definitely true. What do you think? Go on.
Like, we're what God created. God put us on earth.
He did. And what are we supposed to do? If salt makes things taste a bit better, what do you think we as Christians are supposed to do for the rest of the world? Make it grow? Not quite. Go on.
Make it grow.
Not quite. Go on.
Make it better.
Make it better. Yeah. We spend quite a lot of time as Christians, I think, thinking, how can I be a better person? Thinking about how we will make ourselves sort of feel better. Or how we'll live the best life we can live, which is all important. But I think what Jesus is saying here is that we've got a job to do outside the church. And that actually, if we are like salt, so we might even at the end just go out, we are like salt, and we're being sprinkled on the world to make the world taste better. That's a funny thing to say, isn't it? Taste better, yeah. And he's also talking about light, and he says, if we are the light of the world, let me think, I hadn't really planned this beforehand. What thing might we make look better by having a bit of light in front of it? Let's have a look. What about this cross over here? If we put a light next to this cross, do you think it makes it look a bit better? So if we're salt, we're supposed to make things taste better. And Jesus also says, you are the light of the world. I think that means we're supposed to make the world look a bit better as well. And maybe feel a bit better as well. What do you think? Does that make sense? How do you think we might make the world taste a bit better and look a bit better? Any ideas? Go on.
Kinder and treating people well.
By being kinder and treating each other well? Any other ideas? Any other ideas? What do you think? Go on.
By helping.
By helping. Any sort of concrete things at the moment? Because lots of people are helping people at the moment in our church.
We talked about this in your group just a little bit ago when Gwen and I came to visit you.
What were you talking about with Gwen? What were the things you were saying? Can't remember. Maria, can you tell us?
We had a question for all of you.
Go on.
How do you pray, right? What do you pray for? What do you do when you're praying? What do you ask for?
Pray more.
Pray more. And what do you ask for when you do pray? Because you've written the prayers for today. So we know what you pray for because we're going to be saying them in a bit. What are we praying for?
You guys had a lot of ideas when we talked. Can you remember one of them? Annika, I see it on your face. You can remember.
Oh, we've got...
We pray for pets.
We pray for pets that we've lost. Yes.
People.
People.
Just people, yeah. That's a big category.
Well, I'm going to have to ask everyone else now. Everyone else is going to have to do some work. What are the ways in which we as a church can be salt, or are being salt, to the rest of the world at the moment? Okay, I need the microphone.
Packing the groceries last week.
Yeah, do you remember we were packing groceries, weren't we, to take to people in their homes last week? Because there are some people that are a bit scared to come out at the moment, so we're taking food for them. That's being the light of the world and being salt to the earth. Any other thoughts? Or tell us what you're doing, in fact. Right at the back, can you go to Isaiah?
We protect the people who are being hurt in our society, the people who are hurting, the people who are the most vulnerable.
Thank you, Isaiah. You are protecting people at the moment.
We pray for people who are ill.
Praying for people who are ill. You're getting your steps in, Maria.
by the mailbox the mailboxes in my community, we have lots of ice on the ground, so we chop up the ice so the neighbors don't slip and fall.
Thank you, Rich. And actually, yesterday I came to church, and there was a man outside the church who was chopping up the ice, and he was moving it. And I thought, this is someone from the church, that must be helping that I've not met before. And in fact, he was a neighbour who doesn't come to our church, but he goes to another church. And he said he started chopping up ice with his son as a confirmation project. And he still does it years later. So he was being the light to the world for us. And Janet's got an answer over here as well.
I have neighbors who have shoveled my walk all winter. I haven't had to shovel it once.
Fantastic.
So we are the eyes for people standing on a corner and looking, or to schools and helping children be safe coming and going, and educating people as we go.
Thank you, Susan. Well, I'll do you a favour, Maria. Gwen.
And the children made Valentines today to send to people who might not get Valentines.
Fantastic. And, I think, I'm asking about this a little bit because when I go around our area, when I go around generally, people know that I'm a Christian because, why do you think people know I'm a Christian? I'm giving you a bit of a clue. How might people know I'm a Christian? Yeah, because I go around in my funny collar, don't I, and people know I'm a Christian. And quite a lot of the time, people look at me being a little bit suspicious or nervous. And I think that's because the church sometimes doesn't help people, and people can think the church is sort of judging them. But I've noticed people smiling at me a bit more in the last few weeks. And I think that's because they can see that Christians are helping other people. So I think people notice whether the church, whether Christians are helping the world or not helping the world. And in our first reading today, we've got some examples about how we can help people or not. And Isaiah, or Isaiah, as you say in America, we pronounce it differently in England, says, where are we? Yeah, if you are fasting but you're making people's life more difficult, then you're not really pleasing God. But he says, if you are removing chains of oppression and the yoke of injustice and letting the oppressed go free, if you're sharing your food with the hungry and opening your homes to the homeless poor, then you are pleasing God. So we're being told in our readings today how we can be the light of the world. And there's something at the end of the service that Father Dave will be saying to you all. We hear this every single week. So we come to church, and then at the end of the service, we're told, go in peace to love and serve our God. Does everyone listen to those words? Or are they just so normal that they go over our head? Annika, what do you think?
Quite normal.
Quite normal, aren't they? But actually, what this is saying is, when we finish the service, it's saying, go and be salt and light to the world. And let us as Christians make the whole world feel like a better place. Do you think we can really think about that and do that this week? What do you think? Do you think we can go out and people will say, those Christians make the world a better place? Do you think we can do that? And I tell you what, as I finish what I'm saying today, do you want to come out and do a little sign of what we're going to do after the service and throw some salt out to make the world taste better? Can we do that? If you put your hands out, I'm going to put some salt in your hands. Stand up, because we've got to go outside. Come on. Okay. Yeah. Let's put some salt in your hands. Anyone else? Is anyone going to come and help? Come on. Okay. I'll have to apologise to people who are going to be vacuuming up later, but there's going to be salt everywhere. We're going to be throwing it outside. And it might melt a bit of ice. but it will also help the world taste better. There. There. Right, come on. I'm going to take this. Dave's, okay. And we're going to throw it on the steps now.
Oh yeah, let's go down, down, down. Yeah, let's go down.
Oh, no, 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 come back. There, now we need to get them all back in. And now I want you to encourage everyone in our church. Can you all, shh, calm down. Can you all say to everyone now as we finish, you are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth. Fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Trouble in my first church where we had a school, because we'd have assemblies and the children would be so excited that their teachers couldn't cope in their lessons afterwards. So I'm sorry if we got everyone too excited today. Thank you so much for helping.